Okay, so here I'm gonna do just a little tutorial for the people of the Metroid Zelda 1 randomizer. I know there's a couple of things I'm gonna show here in 9 glitches or tricks that can be really useful for the that people may not know, and you know they're really easy to do, so there's no reason for it will be a shame that for you guys not to have these know these. At the very least, to know that they exist is always cool and you know pretty useful, I think. There's a lot in Metroid, there's a lot of stuff you can do, and we're pretty much check out the major one, the one that's really gonna help for people. Anyway, so we're gonna start with the first one. I'm gonna have the map, I'm gonna have the inputs here, down here, so it's gonna be, I think, really useful. And I got all the save state ready, so there we go. So here, that's gonna be for a lot of places, and it's just the original door clip. So that's really useful for a couple of places. If you want to go to Craig in the first place without having bomb, if you want to get the ice beam without having bomb, or you know, so we can just clip here from that door and being back at the ceiling here. And usually in Metroid, when you are doing door clips, so you're gonna go at the top and you're gonna pop at the bottom. You can do that everywhere, you're gonna be careful, but you know there's some useful places, and usually it's when the screen is vertically. So if you're trying to do that with, you know, places like that where it's horizontal, the ceiling is gonna act like a pretty much, well, like a ceiling. You're not gonna be able to go through, but here you're gonna be able to. So you're gonna be able to go from here and have access to Craig Lair without the bombs, which is always cool. You're gonna be able to, there's a new thing here, the other spot in the that they add, you can go there as well. You're going to be able to get the ice beam without bomb. It's always cool, and you can use it at a lot of different places. There's a wrap here usually, but we can do that in the Z1M1. Steven told me, because there's a new door from Zelda. It's blocking you, unfortunately, but you know it's really useful a lot of places. So we're gonna start here. It's really easy. There's two ways to do that. I use one, and I'm gonna recommend you guys. I'm gonna show you the two ways to do it, but I really suck with the second one. So it's gonna be more of a, so you can jump here, doesn't matter. You know, you actually, because sometimes it's gonna matter if you jump or not. I'm gonna tell you when. And the only thing you want to do, for me, I'm using the up and down. So I'm starting with up, and then I press down, and then I press up like that. You're seeing the inputs. It's really like, you don't have to be really fast. It's really just, you know, it doesn't matter. You can do super slow. You don't want to go left and right, and you know, like that. So take your time. And here, what I like is to you know, hug the wall right here. Here I can't move anymore. I'm kind of locked here, because if you're too close to the left or the right, depending on how you're doing it, you might gonna be stuck into the ceiling, so you don't want that to happen. I'm doing that, there we go, and poof, off we go. But if I'm, check it out, if I can do that. If I'm too close here and I can't move anymore now, I'm gonna get it, but fortunately I'm gonna be stuck in a wall. That's a soft lock. I can't do anything at this point. So that's why you want to be careful. So you know, here, I don't know, when there's more than one block, you're gonna block yourself, and there's gonna be like, you have to check, like I can walk like this. So what I do is, once I get here, I go all the way to the right, I block myself here, and then I do my up and down. And you have to look, you know, down where you're going. Oh, if you're seeing the screen doing that, that's no good. You probably lock yourself, so you gotta be careful. So yeah, that's why it's a little bit, you know, I think it's always a little bit easier with the NES controller, but you know, there we go. You can do that on both. You know, you don't have to do that on the left side or the right side. You can do both. I always love to jump to put myself a little bit further, but here you're seeing the wall here. I'm gonna go like midway here. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of space to work with, and we're gonna see Samus pop right here. And there we go. I can either morph and go out or just go out, you know, it doesn't matter. So there's that. So I'm doing up and down. Usually will be down and up, you know, but I always love to start with, I don't know, for my rhythm I always love to start with up, and it's just, you know, personal preference, I guess. You can always do down and jump. So down and jump like that. I'm not a big fan of that because that's what can happen is usually you can morph and lock yourself that way, and I'm really not good with that. I learned it the other way in the first place, and I'm so used to it that for me I don't think I can really change it now after all this time. Where's that thing? So there we go. So yeah, well, you're seeing that it's working, but you know, you can practice it. Doesn't matter which one you're doing, you gotta do the one you're comfortable with. Obviously I am not comfortable with that one at all, so I'm doing, but it exists, it's there. If you're wondering, the world record holder Metroid Mayfly is using the second one. He's doing down and jump, so on morph, you know, so gotta be careful. Those eye buffalo pads are a little bit you can, you know, a little bit sensitive, I would say. But that's pretty much it for the wrap here, and you know, it's really useful. It's like the basic for for Metroid speedrun. So yeah, it's one good thing to learn. Super easy too. It's not too hard. Okay, second one here. We got that one's a little bit different. I'm gonna show you where you are on the map when you're doing that, and what is it gonna do. Especially that's what you want to know. So where am I? I am just here at this door. It's the ice beam is here. You got the bombs are here. There's over Brinstar. There's the Norfair is here, and usually there's the backup missile here, or you know what's supposed to be a backup missile. That is here, and with this wrap is we're gonna be able to go from here, that door, to that door, and we could go to Norfair. So for me it's useful when I got the bombs and I got, you know, a lot of stuff, and I just clean, you know, the top, you know, all the stuff here. I got a Varia, I got all the stuff here, bombs and everything. So I just go down here, pick up that in a way. I go here, pick up the ice beam, and I do the wrap, and I can go to Norfair instead of having to do, you know, like all this way or going up and, you know, redo the whole thing. So it really saves a lot of time here. It's not too hard to do. All the people in doing all bosses are doing it, so it's really it's a cool thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you how you're doing that. You gotta be careful. So I was talking about you want the screen to be scrolled all the way for that one. Okay, it's really important. If you don't, you might get a soft lock. So what I mean by that is, don't, you know, if you jump like that, you want the screen to be all the way down. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you're gonna soft lock really automatically, but you don't want to risk it though. So I say don't jump when you go like when you're going out of that room. That's perfect. Like when you're going out like that, that's the perfect, you know, height. So you don't have to do anything. Just don't jump, pretty much. So what you want to do is to put yourself into the door. You're doing your up and down, and put yourself midway here, you know, kind of close to the wall, because you're going to be falling down to the right. Gotta be careful with direction because I don't want to say any bullshit. So what you want to do is, once Samus is out of the wall, when the screen is going down a notch, you want to stop doing the up and down. You're gonna morph, so you're gonna press down and you're gonna go right. You don't hold right, so you don't, you know, don't put yourself into a ball and really hold right. You just get yourself out of the wall like that, okay? We got some flies here too, so you really, you're doing stuck yourself into the door, don't jump. Going here, and once you're going out of the screen once, you're pressing down. Now I'm in the ball, I'm just pressing right here, and now you know, once the screen stops moving, you could press up, I think, or jump to unmorph. I usually, for all these things, I prefer to press jump, and I'm gonna unmorph like that. After that, you have to do jumps, so the only thing you're gonna see are golden tiles like that. Don't do too much, just and you don't have to do like really big jumps. So it's like 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna press right. You can either tap it or just hold it, but you gotta be careful. I would say in the first place, when you're not confident, just tap it like that until you're seeing the screen going down a notch. Hello? Yo. Okay, that was weird. It usually doesn't take that much time, so now the screen went down a notch. You're just gonna do a small jump. Be careful, just a small jump, because if you're doing a big one, you're gonna re-pop up where you were. So you're gonna do a jump and hold left and shoot. Boom, and you're gonna go out of the door like that. So we're gonna redo that completely just to recap, but I think that was a good explanation. I don't want to make that thing too long. I mean, jump, 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 going right, and there we go, popping in there, perfect. And after that, so I'm able to go to Norfair without too much trouble. And yeah, but for that one you gotta be careful. Keep in mind you can soft lock, so it's really not hard to do, but you gotta do the right stuff. What do we have? So now it's various suits without bombs, without high jump. I got the ice beam, but you can go there without too much problem. So if you don't have jumps, if you don't have bombs, how do you get there without bombs? You can get there with a wave beam. So if you're going from the left, you can get there with a wave beam. If you just have the ice, you can get there with you're gonna need bombs. Yeah, pretty much. But if you got bombs and ice, you can get there on the well, if you got bombs, you can go either left or right, but so here it's just behind the various suit right here. So this is where I am. So I'm gonna go from that door to that door. Apply. And it's useful if you don't have, like I mentioned, if you don't have high jump, you can still make it. I saw some people doing another way here, which is not bad. It's just tucking yourself into that door, going up and doing some jump, and the screen's gonna go up a little bit. It's a little bit longer, but I mean, for that thing, doesn't really matter if you're really fast or not. I mean, those are two good ways. I'm probably gonna show both here. So okay, so what do we need to do here is gonna be stuck yourself into the door. First off, I had some problem when I was showing that to Steven, and there's a reason. So I came from that door, I entered the room, and I tried to do that thing. Hey, what's up, Steven? I was just talking about you. And I tried to do it, and it didn't work. So, and I was, really confused, because I'm always going into that room from that door. And apparently for that glitch, you need to go from that door. So if you're going from the other side and you want to do it, just get out and go back into the room from that place, okay? So for here, the only thing we're gonna do, if there's an enemy, that's okay. We're just gonna freeze him. So we're gonna wrap up, and once we get you're seeing same as going out of the ceiling, we're gonna wrap twice. So 1, 2. We're gonna press left, and we're gonna do a jump. And you're gonna hear same as going out of the wall and start walking. You're gonna do a low jump, holding left, a low jump, and then after that you're gonna do a big jump, and you're supposed to see the screen going down, and after that you're gonna shoot and go through that door. So I'm gonna try to show you. It sounds a little bit confusing, but when you're gonna see it, so going up, so yeah, it's not, it's really accurate. Not really accurate. It's not too hard to do, but exactly the movement wise here, I have to say I suck a little bit on that one. I'm doing 3 jump for some reason. I'm not sure why, because I'm pretty sure I didn't do that on the NES, but you can just play a little bit with it and you're gonna get the idea, You love that trick. It's pretty cool. That one was found by Aurora Axe, one of the on the runner. I'm not sure, maybe I'm going. But you're seeing the input, you're seeing the idea. You know, try to do. So it's really, you're going up, pressing a left. You have to go left, doing a low jump because I think there's a little platform that's blocking you, so you want to jump on it. Then after that, it's another big jump. It's pretty much holding left the whole thing with some jumps. But yeah, you got the idea here, and it's not too hard to do. Just give yourself a little time, listen to what's happening, and you know, you're gonna make it alright, okay? So there's that thing. It's not the most useful into the randomizer, I would say, but it's there, and it's good to know. And now we're going to do the what I saw, that was Antlers that did that one. You know, I think it's good to know. So in Metroid, you can just go pretty much at the top and start jumping, and you're gonna be able to wrap the game up this way. It's a little bit longer to do that, but it's really safe, really easy. And I mean, for the randomizer, it's not like a real speed run where you know, every seconds, every frame counts. So, but it's a little bit, you know, it's not too bad. So you can do that at multiple places. You can do that at Craig's lair for the first beam on the for the first pack of missile on the left. You know, you can do that. It's not too long. It's super easy, and you know, there we go. It's doing the job. So I think we are at number 4 now. So this one is super useful. If there's one trick that you need to learn for the Z1M1 speedrun, or you know, races and stuff, and that's gonna save you a shit ton of time, a shit ton of headache, is that one. What's up, Eddie? No, I'm not from Levy. I'm from Montreal. What's up, Mumu? So for this one, I'm gonna show you where you are on the map, and like I said, this one is super fucking useful. So learn it. No. So usually when you for Metroid, if you want to go in that place in Norfair, the only way in is here. Super, like there's the high jump, you're bombing here, so you need the bombs to get there. After that, there's this shit right here. So it's really, there's a lot of stuff you need. Either be good at bombing, you can make your way there with the high jump and bomb, or you need the ice beam. So okay, super easy. You're going down Norfair, you're going on the left here. You got bombs, you're bombing these walls. You're gonna be here. You get down here, just here, and we're gonna wrap from that door to that door. Whoop-a-die. So that's the only thing you need. You only need bombs to do that. And after that, you're going to be able to get the screw attack. You're going to be able to get like that back on missile if you want to. That's another, but you know, there's a lot of stuff. Wave beam, those 2 packs, you know, E-tank here, that lonely missile. So it's really, really useful. So how do you do that? I'm going to show you right now. I no problem have good cleaning, Eddie. So you got to stuck yourself into that door. And the screen has to be, has to be all the way. If you want to make sure that the screen is scroll, just, you know, go do some morph like that. If the screen doesn't go lower, you're good. So now you're stucking yourself into that door, and what we're gonna do, it's a little bit more complicated for this one, so a bit tricky, but. So I'm gonna destroy those 2 blocks at the top. You don't really have to, but it's more safer. You're not gonna soft lock this way. And we're gonna morph. After that, we're gonna push left as morph, and we're gonna let ourselves go down like that. After that, we're gonna unmorph. We're gonna jump 3 times until the screen can go lower, so it's pretty much 3 times. And then afterwards, we're gonna jump, hold right, and shoot like that. So that's pretty much gonna be our position later on. And we're gonna do a low jump, and we're gonna, you know, low jump and shoot like that, holding right. And we're gonna go from that door to the other door down here. So we're gonna wrap like that. Okay. I'm gonna shoot those 2 blocks, putting yourself halfway here. And once same is going out like that, once you're gonna press down. Like the blocks are back because I'm just talking here, but for me it doesn't really matter. But you know, sometimes it can be easier to not having to deal with those two. So I press down, putting myself into morph. You gotta be careful with that little turtles right here, okay? You don't want to get hit. So really push left when she's gonna be like here, so she's not gonna be in a way. Like that. There we go. So now I'm still in morph ball. I just pressed left, you know, to go down. So now I'm gonna press jump to unmorph. I'm gonna jump 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Well, you have to. There we go. So it doesn't matter how many times you jump. I'm just saying 2 or 3 because you know you have to do that until the screen doesn't scroll, pretty much. Okay. So now we're gonna jump, big jump, and push. You know, pressing a right and shoot. So we're gonna stuck herself here. After that, it's a low jump. Same thing. You're gonna do a low jump, holding right and shoot. So now that was too much here. You're seeing that I scroll, you know, here, but usually would look like that. Okay, there we go. And poof, there we go. We pop right here. So that's really useful. You can be a little bit faster. Usually I would go like that. I wouldn't break the block, and I would do it like that without the without jumping or anything. But this one, if you know, it's a matter of like 5 seconds here to do that thing a little bit faster. So if you want to do it that way though, it's the only thing will be like once you go left and you're dropping, you're gonna press jump to unmorph while you're in the air or kind of falling down. And after that I would do a low jump, holding right and shooting, and we would see the screen go down just a notch, and I would do the same thing. So it will be like, now I get hit here, so that's not good. So I would go like that. No, I messed it up. But yeah, even if I messed it up, like, doesn't really matter. But I can always, you know, get it anyway. But so that's really useful. I don't know if that was clear, to be honest. That's the you know, safest way to do it. But you know, there we go. I mean, it doesn't really matter how many times you have to do it. It saves so much time, and it's so you know, way less. It's giving you access to so much that it's worth it, even if you don't do it perfectly. Like, it's really, I would say, it's the more useful trick into the there you go, into the Z1M1, you know, for Metroid. So let's go number 5, I think. No, number 5. So this one is not as useful because even if you're doing that, if you don't do it, you still have access to all the stuff that were like, it's not to gain access to anything, but it's really easy to do, it's fun to do, and you have to go through a lot less enemy. So you know, if you don't have a lot of life and this kind of stuff, it's really useful. It's just, here I am at this place right here, and I would go from that door to that door. So instead of like, once I get the wave, the screw attack, or the place for the screw attack, instead of going like either that way, going down and going here, so having to go through a lot of enemies, lava and stuff, I would just have to go from here to here. Whoopala. No, Metroid. Okay. So for this one, you have to still, is the same thing. So you have to, the screen have to be scrolled all the way. So once you're going, you know, down from here. By the way, I'm bombing those through. I'm gonna tell you just so you get. So just to make sure that you know where the fuck we are. I got the screw attack right here. I bomb through here once. I go here. I bomb again, and I go to that door. Okay, just to make sure. So right here, the only thing we have to do is make sure the screen is scroll all the way down. I'm going here, and once Samus is going up once, the screen is scrolling down a notch. You're pressing down, and now you're in Morph Ball, and you're gonna press right here. And you like for the one in Norfair, you don't hold right. You don't want to go all the way right. You just get yourself out of the wall by pressing right. Boom, you're seeing? So here I'm waiting. I'm still in Morph Ball, and I still, stay like that. I'm waiting for the screen to stop scrolling, and we're gonna have to put 3 bombs. So, but not at the same time though. We're putting 1. We're putting another one here, and we're putting a 3rd one. And then after that, I'm gonna press A or jump to unmorph, to jump. And I'm gonna press left, and I'm gonna shoot. And there we go. So we went from that door to that door. But now you gotta be careful, because now the game is all messed up. If you're trying to go get you're like, oh, I'm gonna go get the 2-pack of missile down here. Hahaha. And you're popping up from the ceiling, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then you're like, okay, F that thing, I'm gonna go get the wave beam. And you're like, oh no, what's happening? Everything is messed up, I don't like it. So if you're trying to go this way, well, you can't scroll the screen back like that, but usually what's gonna happen is now the game is back on track. That's not what I wanted to do, but so if you want to make the game go back on track the right way, because what happened was a little bit dangerous, though. You can, if you don't have high jump and stuff, you can self-lock and all this stuff. So we're putting 3 bombs. Dip, pressing up, going through the door. So what you want to do to get the game back on track, if you're going left, and here you're gonna have to jump here, and the game is gonna scroll like that. And now the game is back on track. Now you can scroll like usually. You can do all your stuff in Norfair, and so that's really that's a fun one. And like I said, it's not really hard. Just make sure that the screen is scroll all the way. You gotta be careful, because if you're doing if you're messing around, you can end up in some really weird place that you don't want to. But it's if you're following that thing, usually you should be okay. It's really not hard. So I think that's enough for this one. It's not especially the more useful, but I don't know, I like this one. What do we got? Now this one is really cool. This is always how I'm getting out of Norfair. Instead, I'm going out of Norfair the way that on the same screen that usually people are getting in, kind of, one screen prior. But I'm gonna show you right here. Display capture. So here, this is the high jump where you're seeing my character, we are right here, and we're gonna go from here to here, because usually when you want to enter, it's gonna be by bombing here and going all the way here. So this is how we are gonna get out of Norfair, which is really easier because we got everything here. We didn't get the high jump, so we're gonna jump here. We're gonna go get what's at the place of the high jump, but we got everything in Norfair. We cleared everything. We got that lonely pack of missile. That's the only thing that is really kind of sad. You have to get there and go back, but you can gamble here if you don't want to take it. But usually that's a problem for me at the end. I'm like, there's one thing I'm missing. I'm like, oh shit, I hope that's not the missile I left there. But you're gonna be able to get the packet. There's supposed to be a flipping. That's kind of, oh yeah, there we go. The tank that you want. The tank here, and you're gonna get out, and you're gonna be able to get that thing. So, oh, you're seeing my stuff. It's okay. Okay. So here we're just gonna open the door. You can jump here, doesn't matter, and actually it doesn't matter. I would say jump here, trying to scroll all the way the higher you can. And what we're going to do is we're gonna pop ourselves right here. Like, I love to do one more to have like Samus mid body into the ceiling. After that, we're gonna jump, and poof, we are into the. Can kill these guys. They're a little pain in the ass. And what we need to do, if you got high jump, you can just jump on the platform here. If you don't, you're gonna have to use bomb. It can be a little, you know, a little bit hard to get your ass there, but yeah, you need to do that. You can't go through the door here. It's the same thing as last time. If you're going through here and you don't screen the game back on track, you are gonna be stuck into an endless loop of Samus falling down and, you know, this kind of stuff. I think if you forget and you go back, I think you can still do it. Yeah, there we go. That's what you want to do. Now the game is back on track. You can either, you don't have to go here if you don't want to, if you already got what was in here, but I jump for us. But yeah, it's that one is super useful, super cool to do. So you're going there, mid body, shooting these guys. Usually, you know, we can shoot. That can be a little bit tedious to get yourself here, so that might gonna require some practice. I always had some trouble, you know, with bombing myself, so you know, this little guy can be a pain in the arse. But usually, when you're bombing, you can always jump through the guy. But yeah, that will be. I think. But you can. Don't forget, you can hold for a bomb. There, almost. If you're holding for bombs, that's a good technique too. It's way better than mashing. Mashing is really not good for bombs into this game, I would say. But yeah, you gotta. And there's something I'm doing here. You know, you can press down and put bombs, or what I do is I press down and put a bomb. It's a little bit. You're seeing it's a little bit higher than the one on the floor. You know, that can help too. But yeah, I think that's good enough for that one. So number 6, no, number 7. What do we got? We got this place. For this place, what do I have? I think I have. No, I don't have iced. But that's the thing. You don't need ice to get up here. You can use, if you got the high jump, you need high jump and bombs. And I saw some people trying to. There's this way. I think you can do that. You know, but it can be. I think it can be, you know, a little bit tough to get there. Not especially the. I don't know. There's an easier way, I would say, to do that, and that is putting yourself on the edge here. Not totally, but you know, kind of close. I think you got a little slack here. Putting a bomb and moving one. I would say 1 pixel, but. It's just, we're gonna say moving slightly to the left or the right, depending on where the hell you want to go. And you can jump like that. So you're seeing that I'm pretty much putting a bomb, putting a bomb, moving slightly to the left, and then I don't touch anything once Samus, she's kind of the, you know, the IS she's gonna get from that, and then I jump. Kind of, you're seeing like, not exactly sure about the input, but I know, I mean, you're gonna get the feel out of it. And I think it's easier than, you know, the rest. Practice it. Like you can do it as many times as you want, so that's not really a problem. But yeah, there we go. So that's one helpful thing. You know, that's one helpful thing for that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you didn't know, or it's I don't know. I think it's useful. It's better to know, not to, you know, just knowing that it's a thing. It's cool. Am I gonna help you? But yeah, putting a bomb, moving slightly to the left or the right, depending on where you want to go, and do some practice too, or you're gonna get there. I mean, am I gonna save one of your random rounds at one point, or, you know, just saving you a lot of problems. Jesus Christ, I'm not the best at it. You can see that the struggle is real for a little Mazzy, but you know. Let's get it one last time and move on to the next. You see, I moved like 2 or 3 pixels here, still got it, so you know, you get the idea. So number 8, what do we got? We got some crate stuff, man. Some crate stuff. There's a lot we can do here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to add that to the kind of quick tutorial, but I think I think it will be kind of stupid not to add it here. So where the hell are we? Because Craig's Lair look-alike, everything is just gray blocks, blue blocks, and sadness pretty much. So we are here, this is where you start. We are at the bottom right here. So what we're gonna do, and usually when I'm doing my run with vanilla morph ball, I got a pack of missile, I get the morph ball, and I'm going here. Why? Because with the pack of missile I can get those 3 items. I can get that one if I do a glitch to, you know, like the one we saw for Varia, just putting yourself up in, or you know, and just jump, or you can, you know. I can get those 2 things, and with some glitches I'm able to get that pack of missile and all the stuff that it's here. So, and you can get that pack of missile as well. So the only thing that you can get with the so just 1 pack of missile, morph ball, and that's pretty much it. Like in 1 pack of missile, morph ball, you can clean up pretty much everything except for Daddy Tank and maybe what is Craig holding. That's the only 2 things you can get. You know, well, you know, if you're able to kill Craig, you're gonna be able to get what the fuck he's holding. But you know, if you don't have, like, with just regular 1E tank, because just 1E tank is kind of hard to get Craig, but still, you know, just morph ball, 1 pack of missile, can get all this shit except those 2. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go from here to here. I'm gonna scroll back a little bit. So we're gonna go from here to here, and after that we're gonna go, you know, usually I would go down here to get that thing, and after that I would scroll to get to that door and get those things. So I'm gonna show you how do I do is the quick first thing, which is always cool. Yeah, you can go to the bathroom if you're asked nicely like that. So for this one, the screen doesn't have to be scrolled all the way. I do some jumps here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap here until I'm seeing like the second row of like blue blocks is gonna be like midway, and then after that I'm gonna move like slightly to the left like that, and I'm gonna do a full jump, and then I'm gonna redo some up and down. So it's gonna be like jumping here, I'm going all the way here, I'm stucking myself. Then after that I'm scrolling like that until I see like here pretty much. Like, so we're seeing 1 row of blue blocks, the other one is like midway, pretty much here. After that you're going slightly to the left, doing a full jump, and then you're going back with those things. So there we go. Now I'm able to get into that door. If you don't do that, you might, you know, if you're seeing your block, well, yeah, you're not gonna be able to go through that door. You're gonna be stuck here, but you can redo it though. It's not a soft lock. After that, I'm pressing here. I'm gonna shoot, and then I'm gonna go right here. There's no trick to it. Here is just shooting that guy. I'm gonna do the whole thing, and then after that we're gonna explain, okay, in more details. Then usually I'm going through that door, going to pack a missile, going back here, and here I don't jump. Usually I think I want the screen to be scrolled all the way. You can even, usually I jump once, so I don't think it doesn't really matter here. So after the screen is going down 1 notch, I press right without morphing, and I just go here, and I go all the way to the left. You're seeing me, I'm pressing to the left, I'm all the way here. What I want to do is gonna be 2 jumps, well, okay, 2 jumps, shoot to open the door, and then get into it and jump 4 times, or actually no, but it doesn't matter. This is just like speedrun stuff to get faster, usually on quick first. So the only thing you want is to jump to jump twice. Okay, open the door, jump twice. No, actually the only thing you want to do is kind of like jumping 6 times, because you need to shoot. You're hearing the door opening, you're pressing slightly left to get into it. I'm really sorry, it's super confusing right now, but you know, we're gonna redo that anyway. So now I stuck myself into the door, so I'm gonna do some up and down, and we're gonna see same as back here. If you don't stuck yourself into the door, you're not gonna be able to. After that, I'm going here to get all the stuff that I want. I always, you know, morph here because I know these guys are coming. And if you got the if you got the bomb, you can actually go from here to Craig's lair just by bombing, like usually you're supposed to. But yeah, I think that's, you know, pretty much what I wanted to show you here. So here I'm stucking myself here on the left, wrapping until I'm seeing the 1.5 tile, going slightly to the left, jumping, full jump. We're doing the up and A here. So here I know we're seeing kind of the line here, you know, with the door and everything. I know she's mid there, so I know we're good. I still go slightly more to the left. So here, once you're at the door, you gotta be careful. If you're doing one more, it's not gonna work. You're gonna pop out the other side and it's gonna be all messed up. You're touching left, you don't go left, you just slightly touch it and don't hold it there. Shoot. You're going there, going down here, shooting that door. See, I'm jumping once here usually, putting myself mid. Okay, I'm doing up here. If you're seeing that you're not going up like that, that's because you missed your door. Listen, going slightly here. When it closes, now you're good. You need that door to get up here. You're seeing the those you know, I think we messed it up. I saw that I was wiggling to the right here. There we go. And if you're doing that too much, you're gonna be back here, so that is no good. But yeah, you're getting the idea here. Maybe those, well, I don't know. I don't know if you know, I don't know if it's super useful. I think it's cool. I don't think they're, you know, it's hard to be super fast there, but you know, just if you're taking your time, I think it can give you access to some cool stuff. Rolling here, doing some up and down. There we go, back here. Usually in Craig first, we're doing that stuff another time to get into his lair, but now we don't really want to, you know. So now I'm giving all the stuff here. Usually I often need to go back at the beginning, but you know, you could always being there we go. Always bomb here to get to Craig's lair. Hey, what up, dude? And go kill him. Like, but I don't think, you know, that's not gonna happen, but you know. Whoops. So yeah, I think that's it for that part. I don't know if that was clear, to be honest, but you know, it's not major stuff, but I think it's always useful. Just knowing that it's there. There's plenty of tutorial. McFly did a tutorial for that stuff, so if my shit wasn't clear, you can go see it there. The last one, super useful as well. If there's 2 tricks that you need to learn into that thing. How to get to from Norfair to here with that door to here, and that thing, which is the infamous bridge kip. But we're not doing the artist way here on the Z1M1. Usually we got eyes, and usually we got, well, yeah, we got eyes, and usually we got bombs. So you can do it as many times as you can. You're not gonna soft lock, and yeah, it's not too bad. So, you know, usually when you don't have the high jump and you don't have bombs and you have to clip through the wall and you don't have any second chance, that's a little bit more scary. But here, there's no reason. And now with that thing, you can tell those two totems to, you know, go fuck themselves. So there we go. Less stuff to. I never bother with the totems into the run. Like I just, you know, it's so with the bridge keep. What's gonna be the idea is gonna be taking that enemy. It's gonna be here. We're gonna freeze him, jump on him, bombs, and get into that little hole right here. So let's do that. I'm gonna show you. So I already opened the door here because I was messing around. It doesn't matter. The door can be either open or you can open it later. So you can open the door and do that stuff. It's a little bit, you know, easier, no pressure. So you can open it in before. It's okay. What we need is to get about here because you want to make this guy respawn. Oops. We're just gonna try to. If I kill him, I try to go back. He's not gonna be here. There's gonna be his little friend, but we don't care about this guy. If you're going here though, boom, he's back. Always gonna be back for you. You can count on this guy. So what you need to do is, I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna go here, and once we're seeing this guy, we're gonna wait for him right here. We're gonna do 2 jumps, and there we go. He's gonna be with us at the party right here. And well, yeah, what we want to do is to have this guy here and use him to do that, and we don't need those 2 totems. Super easy. But yeah, so what we need is you don't go too far here, or that guy's gonna pop. It's gonna be like all messed up. You don't want to do that. So once you're seeing this guy kind of stop, you wait for him here. I'm holding left here, like all left, you know, in beforehand. And after that, it's gonna be a small jumps to get here, and another jump here. There we go. Easy every time. And for this guy, what I want is this guy to be about here. And after that, I'm gonna press left to get down here. And you know, it's just a timing, you know, timing thing. And that guy's gonna go down, and you have to time your jump because this dude always gonna, so he's gonna go down and he's not gonna go up until you jump. So you're the one making him go up. So that's obviously it's not gonna work, but you know. So what we're gonna do, go here, there's our friend right here. You're really gonna wait. If you're messing up, like you can kill him and redo the thing here. So we wait, go on morph, and it's really about timing. Here you can put a bomb. Usually I putting a bomb and go slightly to the left. So it's gonna put me, you know, it's gonna push me to the left here. But yeah. We got this guy, I'm holding left, 1 jump here, 1 okay, you're saying like, oh no, I messed it up. Kill the guy, collect what he's giving you, and redo it. So you have all the time in the world. Yeah, yet again, I was too early. Here it is. He's okay. We're going here. I think maybe I'm not going enough to the left here. That's a problem. Go. Yeah. And there we go. Don't have the missile. I morph. Going left. I press up here to unmorph if you guys are wondering. And you know, that would have been good if I didn't mess it up, but you know, you get the idea. For the lava, which is really useful, let yourself sink, okay? Press down, put a bomb, and press up. You're seeing it's gonna, you can do that, and you're gonna be able to go higher. If not, you can go down and press jump twice. That's how you know, that's how you go higher when you don't have, you know, if you're just like pressing mashing, you're like, oh, I want to get on this guy, it's not gonna work. Take your time, breathe, So I'm going there, let yourself sink, press down, jump twice, one jump to unmorph, another jump to jump. Let yourself sink. Don't be, you know, don't panic. Keep calm and just on morph and unmorph, I guess. But yeah, here you're saying like, don't do that too early, or you know, this guy. There we go. Oh shit! First time I sing that though. Yeah, you know, it's just about timing, so. De carbone, non, on fait un petit tour. Go. Put this guy here. I'm gonna put 2 bombs. Boom. So there's always, you know. And there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I think that's it for me, guys. I think that that's gonna be like. Hope it's not too long. I think those 9 things are really useful. If you know, there's more stuff that you can do in Metroid. The possibility are infinite, but these 9 things is usually what I use for when I'm doing the Z1M1, and they're really helping. So there we go. So thank you. Have a good one.